He's a great goalie for the team. And last year, Darien finished with a 16-7 record. And for Darien, that is not something they want to repeat. They want to be better than that. And then, obviously, as you guys said, they lost to Prep in the finals. So they're looking for a revenge game here and take them down at Prep.
Yeah, but I mean, some key players to watch, especially from Fairfield Prep, are Nate Estrella, Finn Malloy, Alex Meyer, and the one and only Luke Shanahan, who has been captain and has been set to lead this team. And for Darien, it's the junior attackman committed to Georgetown, Ben Bilodeau, Mark McNamara, who is committed to Penn State, and their new goalie from the loss of Carter Hagan, George Persinger. So, I mean, I think one of the biggest parts of this game is going to be the goalie play. I mean, Persinger, new environment, starting goalie over a extremely good goalie like Hagan. Going into this game, first game Prep as a first-year starter, it's definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah, a lot of talent out here today. Tommy, I'm so glad you highlighted the tendies. Love to see the tendies getting some love, Just warms my heart, really.
You're welcome.
Just makes me so happy.
And, for Fairfield Prep, there's also a new goalie in town, number 5, Luke Valenti. He is a stud sophomore. I believe he plays for Primetime. And we may see him every now and then splitting time sometimes with the senior goalie committed to Bentley, Matthew Berry. So, just that huge goalie thing that's something that we're really going to have to look out for, especially because last year's games were both decided by very, very slim margins. So a hot goalie could really steal this game for either side.
And for Prep, obviously, they're missing the star T. Shanahan, who's absolutely killing it right now. BU has a lot of points. And like you're saying, the goalies for both teams, that's going to be something that we should look for throughout this game to see how they are reacting to the new environments that they're playing in.
Yeah, I would completely agree. And, the Jesuits didn't just lose T. Shanahan. They also lost a lot of personnel on the defensive end. They lost George Hawley, Gavin McCarthy, Scout Callahan, Cooper Callahan, And, they just lost a ton of personnel. And the Jesuits' defense is going to be very different this year, but a lot of these boys that are on defense currently have been playing together since, they were about in second grade. So I'm not too worried about that, but it's definitely going to be something a little bit different here for the Jesuits.
And one of the key players you highlighted, Mark McNamara, is returning. So it's going to be a great matchup because I'm sure he's going to guard Luke Shanahan, the most skillful player, I think, on this Prep offense. And like you're saying, the goalie, George Persinger, he's coming off a long stretch for hockey season as Darien just won the championship. And he was a little late to get into the training for lacrosse. So let's see how that plays an effect on him today.
Yeah, and last year he played absolutely extraordinary. He's just been a very good player in and out for Darien. He is absolutely huge. He is a huge player, and it is sort of hard to be able to dodge in on him. Even with Luke Shanahan's frame, it's still going to be extremely difficult for him to get some space and.
Yeah, another player to watch here is number 18 on Darien. Look for his name right here. Do you have any thoughts? Mark McNamara. Pretty sure he's defenseman. Shot in the dark there, but yeah. He's got a big frame. Using that long pole, Jesuits are going to look to start off with a really good offense here, and I think with the goalie play and with him, it's going to be really hard for them. So, regardless, this game is going to be unbelievable. I don't think there could be any better way that we start off this season. So, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it.
And he does have a twin brother who's even taller than Mark. He's a midi, and from what I'm hearing from the guys on Darien during practice, he's just an absolute force to guard. Just puts his shoulder down, goes right into you, and really it's just almost impossible to guard someone with that type of frame.
Yeah, I believe you said pregame he was 6'8", which
really
nobody on Prep is over the height of, I would say, 6'2" at most.
We have some guys around 6'6", 6'7", but not up to 6'8".
So yeah, but a huge, also big part of this game is going to be the transition. The Jesuits have always been extremely gritty on it. We saw it a ton. That's how T. Shanahan got some of those points after that all-time shattering record that he had last year. He was really gritty. He was really, really gritty on the ride. And, just Prep's neutral zone is amazing.
Yeah, another thing to take note of, it is coming down here today. It's going to be interesting to see how the ball skips on this turf. It's pretty high quality here in Rafferty Stadium, but I do think the ball, we're going to see some weird hops from the ball here. It's going to be hard to catch it. Goalies might have some trouble. Players definitely will have some trouble. So I think it's going to get gritty. I think it's going to come down to who's a little more physical. And, regardless, it's going to be unbelievable. So.
Yeah, always seems like it's a great game for the season openers between these two teams. Always just a battle.
All right, so we're nearing the start of this game. 3 minutes left until the beginning. We're going to take you guys to some ads, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
When I first joined the ASC program, one of the first things that I was thinking about was teaching and coaching. I had seen greats like Rudy Moritz and Matt Sather have graduated college, joined prep as a faculty member and as a coach. As a history major in college, that's sort of something that I was thinking about and wanting to explore. When I started in fall of 22, it was coaching and teaching and so much more. Really the two areas that I found myself working in the most were admissions and advancement work. On the admission side, engaging with parents, prospective students, and you were going to schools, you were making phone calls, it was very engaging. And then on the advancement side, that was mostly talking to alums, soliciting them for gifts, in addition to the events that you do for reunion and for Jesuits on Taps and all those things I found myself really enjoying. Even if you're unsure if education is what you want, there's probably an avenue within either accounting or admissions, guidance, campus ministry, coaching. There's probably something there for you that will excite you, that will make you want to get up in the morning to go to work and enjoy your time for those 10 months in the ASC program.
Hall of Fame Connecticut chapter as an official. Ralph will be greatly missed in the Connecticut high school lacrosse community. Thank you. Please remain standing, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the scoreboard and the stadium for the playing of our national anthem.
need a minute, so you guys gotta cook up.
And we are back. Hope you guys enjoyed those ads and that Pledge of Allegiance, or National Anthem, excuse me. But yeah, huge lacrosse here. There you guys saw the Jesuits, there you guys saw all of the Darien Blue Wave. So yeah, going to be a very, very intense game. And yeah, a huge part of this, you mentioned it, Nick, is going to be the weather. I mean, all this rain, it's going to be hard to slide, and especially with the athleticism of Prep. I mean, one of the big questions going into this game was, is Darien going to be able to keep up on the slide with Prep's athleticism? And I mean, the rain just makes it even worse for them. I mean, it's a positive and a negative. It's going to be like that in the weather. So it's going to be, we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good matchup between the offense and defense. You know, Prep's obviously going to get some goals in there because their offense is just so skilled. And this 2 new defenders for the Darien defense. Sophomore Jimmy Benedict, I believe he's making his first start. And then senior Gardner Ely, who wasn't on the team last year, came back to Darien, and now he's going to be starting for Darien on defense, I believe. So, yeah, just going to be some good matchups between the two.
Yeah. Just if you're joining now, today is a joint venture from Fairfield Prep and Darien Media. First time I think we've Prep's been with another media crew. Been great so far. We're really looking forward to it and more collaboration in the future. As the announcer announces the captains here. Any more thoughts, Charlie, about the Blue Wave?
Just some thoughts on them is this is a little bit of a younger lineup. You usually see a lot of seniors in the lineup, but this year it's mostly some juniors. The entire attack line are some of my friends, some all juniors, Max McBride, Lafayette commit, Bill Odo, Georgetown commit, and Ryan Thurlow, who's coming back from an injury that he suffered during hockey season. He's also a Villanova commit. So all 3 are D1 commits, and they're a really fast, really shifty offense.
Yeah, we have a little over a dozen. I think I'm being generous there, but I think a little over a dozen D1 commits and future D1 commits on the field today. So unbelievable talent. The scouts are definitely watching as the draw is won by Prep.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Thurlow, that Villanova commit, I mean, personally, Villanova is one of my favorite teams. My sister goes there. That's besides the point. But he's a 4-star attackman that plays for Eclipse. I mean, Eclipse is a complete powerhouse. I mean, we have the Shanahans coming through Eclipse. So many great players coming through Eclipse.
Yeah, Tom. I think one thing to point out here. I think when I was looking at the players' club teams, a lot of players on this Darien team play there, and not a lot on Prep. One of them is Sam Shanahan, who has the ball there, so he knows a lot of these guys, how they play. They are teammates, so it's going to be interesting to see, the battle out there between him and his teammates. I think there's a couple other Prep guys that play there, as you said, so it's going to be interesting here as Prep's on offense right now.
Yeah, Finn. I mean, they're really just attacking the short stick. He gets inside and scores.
Finn Barmalloy kicks off the season a minute into the first quarter. Love to see it from him.
Wow.
And that one was just a mismatch. I believe it was Mariska guarding him, and Finn Barmalloy has so much size on him, just puts a body on him, gets it top right. And we see Luke Shanahan. You know the Shanahans, they love to get hype after those celebrations. He hits the Cam Ward celly after that goal.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And this is also the Battle of the Roads. These 2 schools, a lot of people following the roads.
Count all roads.
If you know all roads, if you know, you know. Just these 2 schools here. I know a lot of people from Providence are watching this game.
A lot of Prep kids going to Prov.
Yep.
All roads. And yeah, number 17, that's Brady Simon, a sophomore. He's a standout defenseman, long pole for the Jesuits that came out. And, I mean, he's going to be playing a lot this season, and he really fills in that void of those lost defenders.
And as we can see on the field, McNamara in the middle, and just look at the size on him. Just no one on
towers
really
over him.
has some size advantage on him.
He's a little taller than the goal there.
Dude, he's a man amongst boys. Look at him. That dodge, really shifty, getting over up top, gets the shot.
And that one's in! McBride answers.
What a shot there from Max McBride, beating Barry on that left post. So tit for tat right here. They're throwing punches. That was just 50 seconds after the Prep goal, so we're we're in for a high-scoring game here. It might look like football scores at the end of this one.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, McBride really just set that up really nicely. He faked inside and was able to get over up top on that prep defender. And I mean, he just had that angle, took it, and Barry couldn't answer it.
Yeah, good win there from the Fogo, Garrett.
Yeah, Shanahan able to get inside, gets inside that box to initiate that clear. Yeah, and also another really big standout player is number 16, Barrett Malahy, the sophomore. You guys may have remembered number 50, Brennan Malahy, currently a 4-star that goes to Notre Dame, or is going to Notre Dame next year, now goes to Taft School. Yeah, that's his little brother, and I mean, he's heralded to be, I mean, maybe even better than Brendan at his current age.
Great move there from Estrella.
Persinger, you know, that's a little bit of a tough ask to be better than someone that's committed to Notre Dame. A little hard to do that, but he does have some skill. That was a little bit of a blow when Brendan left prep to go to Taft, but he's doing great things there.
And Mulligan getting inside. Yeah, Darien's playing some pretty good defense, but whenever they get on the short stick, it just doesn't really seem to work out for them.
It's a great pass there.
There's an interception by Rowan Levine, the junior.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed so far how Darien stood up on defense here. Prep's been in their zone, I think, half of this 3 minutes we've been in so far, and they've stood on business, so pretty impressive. Here comes the deep hole. Oh, what a spin on Meyer.
Yeah, just resetting the offense.
I mean, this is some very high-level lacrosse we're watching. I remember last year, towards the end of the season, it got a little scrappy. They were going up and down the field. And you could tell these teams were really preparing for this. They wanted to play their kind of lacrosse. And you could see here, Darien's really trying to find that perfect look. They're working the ball up in the neutral zone. And here comes the giant. I forget his name. Great save. Great save from Barry. That guy's huge. Oh, my God. He's like a giraffe.
He actually moves.
Yeah, I know he does. That's scary. That's honestly terrifying.
A big guy that can move, top 10 worst.
Wow. There's a ton of hockey players, him being another one just on this field. So I wonder if the two correlate between lacrosse and helps their abilities to play.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when commentating the hockey, it was literally just D1 commit after D1 commit for lacrosse on that team. And, I mean, they have so much talent. They have so much skill. And, I mean, it's really showed by how they won that state chip and sort of obliterated New Canaan.
Yeah, and someone just had the ball. Mariska Styriz, they call him, just so much style on the field. Going to Loyola, Maryland for a defensive mid. He just had it, and he was the superstar for that hockey team.
So here's Darien really slowing it up here.
This is McBride again.
They're really trying to find that perfect look here. It's honestly impressive to watch them move the ball around.
Yeah, I mean, Prep's doing a pretty good defensive scheme. I mean, just keeping these short sticks inside. But, I mean, this is what happens whenever you let that happen. Those short sticks have to go and follow those middies, and they sort of leave that they leave the crease open, not a lot of slides. So that was really close there. Great trail check from Alex Meyer to stop that from developing to a goal.
Yeah, I love to see a soccer guy out here being a two-sport athlete, you know.
And McNamara is not in on defense right now. Might be getting a breather, or I'm not sure what happened, but he's not in right now on defense. That's number 99, Win Hapgood, a freshman, getting some PT.
Yeah, I love to see that.
Taking over the legendary Brady Picorni, the freshman number.
Yeah, I mean, Picorni the other day, I mean, I believe it was one of the scrimmages. He had a hat trick during it, and I mean, very good things have been said about Picorni up at Notre Dame.
There's a save there from Persinger.
Yeah, it's a second one so far. He's done pretty well over there.
Here we see number 4, Luke Hartung, the sophomore, playing really hard on this ride.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a foul there on
drawing a penalty.
Yeah, sorry, man. I think it was on Estrella there. Just kind of hooked it around him. So I think it's a power. We got power plays in lacrosse, if I'm not mistaken. So I think Darien's gonna be a man up here.
Yeah, dodging on Brody. Takes the shot. Barry, great save, but it's right in front of the crease. and it gets shot out. I believe that's going to stay Darien's ball.
Yeah, McBride had an effort there in front of the net. You just saw him lay on the ground and just hook it like a hockey shot. If that would have went in, that would have been unbelievable. It was a great save there from Barry. Both goalies kind of standing on their heads here after they allowed that first shot of the season for each of them to go in.
So now this is Darien's first man-up of the season with Bilodeau, Scallon, McBride, Thurlow, senior captain, Declan Pettit, midi. Then they're just going to stick Connor McNamara right in the middle to deal some attention from Prep's defense.
He's like Matt Rempe out there. He just stands there and bothers people. Same height, too. I think they're around 6'7", 6'8".
Something like that. Yeah, some good ball movement here from Darien. A little bit of a look there.
Oh,
and
that's
they
a
take it.
crossbar.
Off the bar.
And that's Ben Bilodeau.
What a rip there.
Yeah, definitely have to look out for number 7. I mean, that Georgetown commit, he's pretty nasty.
This is Ryan Thurlow, Villanova.
His glove comes off. I've never seen that. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, you're just getting
Really
harassed.
haven't either.
I think that was Driscoll. Didn't know he played lacrosse. That's interesting. I think he just started playing, Connor Driscoll.
No.
Are you sure? I'm looking at it right
yeah,
now, man.
no,
I'm looking at it right now.
He played a
That's Scallon with the goal.
Props to he's been playing lacrosse.
We were in the middle of an argument there, and that was – I didn't even
Yeah,
see the
huge
goal.
goal there.
I didn't even see the goal. I just caught us napping. So Darien capitalizes off that man advantage, and Prep find themselves down here halfway through this first period. You hate to see that, but Darien, I mean, I've been impressed so far, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, going into the season, not ranked in the top 25, which is a feat in and of itself to be in it, which Darien usually is. But, I mean, them playing as well as they have been, I mean, as you said, I'm extremely impressed. They've been taking the opportunities that they've been having and just completely exploding with them, being able to get those easy shots, those right shots. I mean, that Ben Bilodeau, that shot that he had right in front of the crease that went off crossbar, an amazing shot take. So, I mean, just got to keep seeing that, and, I mean, Jesuits might not be able to respond.
Yeah, Daniel Jeffers, the Dickinson commit gets stripped, and Prep laying some bodies.
Yeah, good hit there.
This
from
game's
Burke.
getting a little chippy now.
And it's a push from behind there from Bilodeau.
And you can tell these two teams have a history with each other. I'm not sure if they're the biggest fans of one another.
Yeah, love to see the competition, though. It's great to watch. Prep made it really hard for Darien to enter the offensive zone there. I think that's what they're going to live off of this game. Just make it hard for Darien to get in that offensive zone. When we've seen them in it, they've just passed the ball right around Prep, gotten to their spots, and gotten shots off. So I think the only way I see Prep really coming away with this game is they dominate that neutral zone.
Luke Shanahan with the ball. I mean, every time he has it, you feel like he's going to rip a shot top right. Just such a good player.
Yeah, he has a laser beam. I mean, I was recently watching that. His 8 goals against Cheshire with Matt Jeffrey having 7 of his own. I mean, it's pretty crazy being able to compete with the #1 recruit in the country. But he's got stripped there. That was a huge check by, it looks like that was Rowan Levine, #2, the LSM.
They stripped Theo Rudolph, both teammates on the same Eclipse team. A lot of Eclipse guys for both teams.
Good hit there. As Prep wins it, they've got numbers.
That's a really gritty play there from
That one's
Mulligan.
in.
And Mulligan passes it straight off to Estrella, and that brings the score to 2-2. Tied up. I mean, Finn Mulligan, that was a huge hit. Able to get that ball out, keep it in bounds too. Pass it off to Estrella. Great vision and also great defense. That defender did have his stick in the passing lane. Hard pass, and I mean, we're going to see that in a second.
Yeah, like I said, Tom, Prep needs to dominate this midfield there. And we just saw it right there from Mulligan laying the boom. Making the Costco guys proud, really.
Bringing the
and
boom. AJ Big Justice would be proud. And like you're talking about, Tommy, the ride from Prep is just so good. I think T. Shanahan might have started that trend of just riding guys to the midline and just getting that ball and scoring.
And I mean, the Jesuits, their face-off has seemed like it has improved as number 11, Cole Garrett, has really come into his own on this team. He had the senior number 4, Ryan Backus, last year, who was an absolute great player for the Jesuits. He had so many face-offs during his junior and senior year, and he was an integral part of that state championship run. But, I mean, honestly, it seems like we are completely on it.
Yeah, I love to see the 3-star getting his props.
I believe Garrett's committed to VMI, Virginia Military Institute, so congrats to him for that.
Yeah, watch out, other armies.
It's not just came out of my nose well. And I mean, Brady Simon, I really like that check from him. Really safe. Great pick there. Bilodeau
doesn't lose it. Oh, there he gets stripped. And that's a ride from Darien.
Meyer through 4 defenders.
Oh, great move there from Meyer, getting out of 4 defenders there. You know, Darien did a really good job getting to the net there. We saw the fight from Bilodeau, but Meyer, oh, that was a great move.
So now Prep's defense is starting to turn up.
Yeah, we really saw them tighten up there. They were really letting Darien get those passes off, so they definitely, after that second goal, had a quick talk. Putting a stick in front of the man's face who has the ball, I think, is something that they're going to have to do. Darien's done a great job out, as we see right here, just harassing the Prep defenders.
Yeah, and Estrella just surveying the field. He's extremely deadly whenever he's in this position. He has great field.
And good save there from Persinger. Wow.
What a save.
Wow. I mean, oh my gosh, I can't speak. Nate is extremely shifty. That is literally his nickname. And I mean, Persinger just be able to get from cross side and get that blow from Nate. I mean, that's such a great save there from the junior. Malahi getting the shot.
That one's in.
Top right, Barrett Malahi. I mean, that's sort of the Malahi special there, that jump up, and sort of similar to a question mark. And I mean, he's able to get it in, brings the score from 2-2 to 3-2. The Jesuits are up 1.
Yeah, sophomore there caught the top cheddar. That was a great shot. So nearing the end of this first period, Prep regains the lead that they had to start. As we get a replay here of that beautiful goal. Great move to the net. Almost didn't even look and just has a rip towards the net as we get the face off here. So far, these teams are really putting on a show for us as Garrett wins it.
And he gets stripped.
Oof. No call there. Garrett just smacked him. Here's Shanahan.
Shanahan getting jumped by 2 blue waivers. Wow.
Yeah, that was some good defense there. Prep had some numbers there, and Shanahan was just stopped by the D pole. I think it was Baum.
And an advantage for Darien is that their Fogo can just stay on the field because he's committed D1 to Loyola for defensive midi. So that's also an advantage.
Yeah, that matchup between him and Garrett has been great to watch. Here comes Rudolph to Estrella.
Yeah, Rudolph currently uncommitted, but 3-star for Eclipse. He has been a breakout.
There's Estrella. And there goes the end of the first period. So it's Prep 3, Darien 2. They've put on a show for us so far. We're really looking forward to this second period. Thoughts, boys?
Yeah,
what do you got to say?
I mean, both. I'll do the Jesuits. The Jesuits have been playing extremely well, and they've done a very good job off the face-off. I think they won every single face-off, and, I mean, they're able to turn those transition plays into goals.
Yeah, I just think this game, I think it's going to be a really back-and-forth game. 2 teams seem evenly matched, and, you know, Prep's starting the second quarter up by 1. And before we head into the break, I'd like to just say a quick message. And as we head into the spring sports season, DF Media would like to congratulate the Darien boys and girls hockey teams on winning state championships this past winter. The girls hockey team went undefeated, and thank you to both programs for their continued support of DF Media with their generous donations. Also, we'd like to give a shout-out to Darien girls squash team on an undefeated regular season, winning the Fair West Cup championship for the first time in school history.
Yeah, I mean, DAF just does so many great things. And I mean, here also on your screen is DAF Media broadcast donor wall. So we would just like to thank all these people for their donations of over $1,000 to DAF Media. So thank you for keeping that together.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here without them. We wouldn't have these wonderful people from Darien in the booth with us. So we are really thankful.
But yeah, I mean, I think going into the second quarter, we really Darien needs to do a little bit better on these faceoffs. They haven't won one currently, and I mean they're doing phenomenal on defense to sort of combat that. But I mean, once in a while, if they do get that faceoff, it's going to start a transition goal that could definitely help them.
And yeah, something I'm noticing is that now Persinger is heading onto the side with the bomb squad. So we see how that can now affect his play, because you know they like to throw out some names, throw out some words to him to maybe distract him.
The boys are out here in full force in the rain. I think this is one of the biggest bomb squads I've ever seen for a lacrosse game, or any game for that matter, in the rain. I mean, we're going to see them come into play later, as I have no clue what just happened. I think it was a fault draw. So here's Darien with the ball. They're just going to take their time here. I think they're making some subs. And they're going back to the slow style of play we saw them get those 2 quick goals from. We're going to see if Prep's going to allow that. As you see a good move here on Meyer. He'll drive.
That one's in by Bilodeau. Wow, that was quick.
Wow, Darien coming in with some momentum here. I mean, I honestly didn't even see that ball go in. It was absolutely struck there, had some velocity on it. So Darien ties it up, and they're battling. Both teams are, as we get a replay. So Salen gets it off to Bilodeau, and he just drives in. Has a rip there. I don't even think Barry had a chance.
Yeah, I mean, he really uses his speed and size to bulldoze his way through. Sort of similar to the play style we've seen out of Finn Mulligan, but I mean, just being able to use that Canadian shot of his and get that in is something huge. And the Jesuits hounding over this ball. Rhodey just misses it. They're waiting to get it into this box.
Good win there for Darien, as I think it's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, Darien burning a timeout.
But, yeah, I mean, 3-3 in the second quarter. So far, I've been liking everything I've been seeing out of this Darien and Jesuits team. They're both playing very balanced lacrosse. They haven't made any huge mistakes so far. And, I mean, all the goals have been caused from a really, really good playmaking.
And, yeah, we see with the face-off wins now. That's by freshman, first time playing varsity lacrosse, Gus Cherenik. And he was someone that was coming to the season that the coaches liked what they saw by him being such a young talent. They feel like they could develop him, so now he's getting some reps.
Yeah, and I mean, he just won that for Darien, or was a big part in winning it. So, I mean, he definitely needs to stay in, playing very, very well. But, I mean, as you said earlier, you can get Mariska in there if you want. Because, I mean, short stick D-Midi on a Fogo, as a Fogo, I mean, that's pretty huge.
Darien has some huge depth here. So, yeah, I mean, they're really going to those underclassmen. I think Prep, also a younger team, but to have a guy that you trust as a freshman to come in for a D1 commit is just something you don't see often.
We've really yet to see Shanahan do much on the offensive side, but once he gets going, that's going to be a really big problem for Darien. And once he leaves, it's going to be a really sad day for the Fairfield Prep lacrosse program. And there's another goal from Bilodeau.
Bilodeau, I mean, he's farming these. Oh, my gosh. Great shots so far. I believe that's his second or third. And, I mean, I really like how this kid plays to keep it a buck. I don't even know if I don't know why I called him kid. He might be older than me. So,
yeah,
wow,
no,
perfect.
He's playing out there as like a grown man. You see him drive in there. I mean, untouched. I mean, that was nasty. Preps needs to find the answer. That was crazy. So Prep looking to find some momentum here as they find themselves down after the first minute of this second period as Garrett fights for it.
He's barging himself through.
Here's Estrella being harassed. He gets away.
My bad.
Here's, I think it's, yeah, Mulligan over there, holding on to it, waiting for the sub.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the classic Finn Bar-Malloy offense. I mean, they're going to try to get these short stick D-middies on that left side, and Finn already has one of them over. It looks like they want to switch here. Mulligan wants the short stick.
Bomb Squad giving the Jesuits some words of encouragement here, echoing through campus of Fairfield University. As we see a drive here to Estrella, back to the middle, and he's got it. Beautiful play, and one there from Mulligan. The two of them, Estrella and Mulligan, have been deadly for the Jesuits in front of that goal, and we are tied here.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that. Bear Malahi throwing it to X perfectly right over the goalie. Goalie wasn't able to get anything on it. And Estrella, again, I said it earlier on, he's deadly when he's at X with his great vision. Passes it off, and it's just a free goal there for the Jesuits. Here we'll see a replay of that. I mean, it's just huge.
There's a flag after the play, too. So now Darien's also man down after the goal, so that's huge for Prep, and this is just such a back-and-forth game.
Yeah, we couldn't have really hoped for a better game, honestly. You know, you love a blowout when it goes one way, but when it goes the other, it's not good. So I'm glad this is a good game.
And you know, it's a big one when we see QN Productions filming. You know, that's one of the top high school lacrosse games in Connecticut.
Ooh, spin there.
I believe that's Mariska there. He gets that one, brings it straight in.
I mean, Silky Mitts for a reason.
Silky Mitts.
A lot of nicknames for these guys. I love it.
So now closing in on 30 seconds for the penalty, and Darien's just killing it right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised Prep's not pressuring Darien here. They're a man up, and they're just waiting.
Yeah, trying to wait it out. Scallon there is just able to do what he wants there at X. Yeah, just completely burning out this penalty. I don't know what they're exactly doing. I don't think they want to do anything too rash and allow Scallon to get a pass off or be able to get an open lane. I mean, that's why they're keeping number 55 there. I believe that's Brooks Reynolds there on the crease. He's ready to slide.
Now it's even play. Scallon's going to take it. Scallon, it's off the post.
Gets it just off. Reynolds fighting for his life to get this brown
just
ball.
Pressuring him. And that's going to be a foul on him.
Yeah, not sure.
Not a penalty, but
not sure you are not sure how you. Oh, slip up there from Prep. As I was saying, I'm not sure how you win the ball with that giant there.
Dude. I mean, I don't think that was a push, to be completely honest. He's just so big that he wasn't able to do anything there.
Good move from. Oh, that was just a little far away from McBride, a little rushed. I'm not sure if that what Coach Braemar wanted him to do.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a good check there from number 34, Brady Simons. Or, excuse me, not Brady Simons, Colin Delaney, another sophomore on this team. Gavin Burke is getting actually jumped to the max. Wow.
Oh, poor kid. He's all right, though. He'll thug it out.
Eating some checks.
Dude, oh my gosh. I saw him limp a little bit off of that field. Wow.
Someone needs to check on him.
And I mean,
Call Gina.
yeah, really, Gina might need to get on the field for that one. But yeah, Darien, I mean, on this ride, they've been playing phenomenally. I mean, they've already gotten one cause turnover and opportunity from this ride. And again, there, we almost got it. So, I mean, they're playing extremely hard. They're showing a lot of grit, and they're showing every single quality of a great lacrosse team.
Yeah, so I think the timeout there from Prep gathered themselves after that penalty. They looked a little tired out there, honestly. So, yeah, player to highlight for me so far for the Jesuits has been Estrella. He's been unbelievable behind the crease there at X. He's just been the point guard for the Jesuits, and it's been good to see, you know, these players constantly coming in. As players leave, new ones come in, and they seem even better. And the Jesuits, like the Darien Blue Wave, have lots of talent coming in year after year.
Yeah, and I mean, a huge part of Estrella's success so far is him playing at X. I mean, usually that's T. Shanahan's position, being there at X, getting those crazy goals from wow, every paper just fell. Just being able to get those goals and facilitate that offense from X. And, I mean, that was Estrella's biggest strength as a player, and he was really designated to just being that glue guy, that sticky guy at the crease, being around, causing havoc, and he's finally able to go into this true role of his.
Yeah, and talking about T. Shanahan, Rudolph carrying on that #1 legacy. And honestly, maybe they could have retired it for the stuff that he did for the prep program, almost reviving it and making it just a powerhouse now in
here's
Connecticut.
his brother, Shanahan. He'll drive in.
On the short stick.
Oof. Just wide there.
Yeah, roadie shot. Just wide. I mean, a lot of speed out here.
Oof.
There's a
And that's huge there from
wow.
Colin Delaney.
He ate that.
I mean,
That was
just
impressive.
such an advantage for Prep is they make it so hard for every team they play against to get it out of their defensive zone into the opposing team's offensive zone, and that's just such a big quality.
Yeah, that midfield's going to be the heart and soul of this team as Darien slows it up again here.
Yeah, just taking their time. I mean, here's Bilodeau, like, once again going through like 14
Nice
defenders.
good look to McGarren.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Bilodeau just going through literally everybody and anybody, going through the meat grinder, and just able to go pass that ball off to McGarren, and he's able to get that easy goal right in front of the net.
Yeah, that was sorry, I'm just laughing at the celebration there from Darien. Every goal, they've had something new going on over there. It's funny to watch. Yeah, no, he's like a tank out there, really. It's really impressive to see him just drive through. As we get a replay here, he
makes it look so effortless,
Yeah, I
too,
know.
just bouncing off defenders.
And a good shot there from McGathering, but yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to be a player to watch for the rest of the season and the rest of this game because he's been everywhere.
And only a junior, too, and already a 3-year player. Started last year, got a lot of time freshman year, so going to be even better next year as a senior.
Cole Garrett shoveling that ball out. Yeah, and the Jesuits just slowing this down, getting ready for their offense, setting it up. And also another huge player for the Jesuits is number 6, Dylan McCarthy. I believe preseason he had 3 goals in a singular game, so definitely have to look out for him.
A lot of brothers in the prep program.
Here's Malahi. He'll work it.
At X on that short stick, he rolls back, passes off to Mulligan. He's not able, or no, that's Estrella. He's not able to recollect it. He goes over, great.
Oh, what a save from Persinger.
My gosh.
Wow. Wow, what a save there. On Estrella, I think it was.
Oh, and a
Could be
helmet
wrong.
comes flying off.
Yeah, Mulligan lost his helmet there.
That was going to be a flag
Late
on Darien.
flag.
Darien parents arguing, but not really sure how you can justify a helmet coming off.
Here's a replay of that. Goes straight off.
I mean, it looked unintentional. But
yeah. But yeah, I mean, Persinger, that was an absolutely phenomenal save. Coming down, Dylan McCarthy, the kid I literally just said to highlight, got great cut there from that pass from Estrella, and Persinger just laid his entire body out and was able to get that save. Yeah, taking some time here. Yeah, here's that save from Persinger.
oof. I think goes off the foot there. Hard to tell, but that was a great save. I'm not sure what the confusion is here. I think Darien's just making some subs.
Yeah, I don't think they know who
did it.
Yeah, who to administer the penalty to.
Looked to be McNamara on the replay, but
Yeah.
he's still in the game, so.
And I mean, if McNamara doesn't get charged with this, that would be huge for this Darien defense on man down. Just look at him. He's huge. He's such a presence on this defense. He has so much strength. And we'll see if how the Blue Wave does on this man down.
And they call
With
it
him.
on. Gardner Ely, the senior. So ref actually picks out the wrong person and leaves McNamara in the game.
Yeah, I think the Jesuits are arguing. I see them pointing on the field. Oh, wait.
So it's
Okay, I'm not sure how he got the penalty. He lost his helmet and somehow ended up out of the game. So the refs here, you know, I think they know what they're doing, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not really sure what just happened.
that may have been a. I mean, he threw his hands up. It looked like he was talking to the refs for that penalty to be administered on McNamara, but he may have gotten disorderly conduct. I think that's a police term, but damn,
not sure if that one's a
real penalty. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's conduct. My bad.
And don't want to speak too soon, but Prep should have no problem really in their. Don't want to say no problem, but should not be as hard as a division out for the SEC without Colsey's not in it, but Matt Jeffrey not being there for Cheshire, #1 player in the country.
Yeah, I mean, there are many other great players on that team, but I mean, it's Matt Jeffrey. He's tearing it up for Notre Dame. I believe he only has like 5 points currently, but I mean, as a freshman, that's still amazing.
Yeah, we saw him score that goal a couple of weeks ago.
And that's
we see Malloy drive in here.
It's always a team that meets Prep in the championship for the SC, so it's good for Prep that such a skilled player isn't there.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Estrella faking in the middle, getting Persinger to bite and just getting it up top. And I mean, this is what I was saying earlier. He's in his natural habitat, that X, and he's able to cook back there.
Yeah, once he's back there, he really just get in his bag and cook up. That was impressive. Just put my head down for a second, and I look up, and the ball's on the net. He's just so quick. There's this shovel pass there, and he just untouched, really.
And no one really guarding him, just gets almost a free goal.
Darien's definitely going to want to figure out the miscommunication there, because they're leaving Estrella open back there, and he's really making them pay as we're tied here halfway through this second period. And I think it's a fault there from Darien, so Garrett will take it. Here's Shanny.
Shanahan finally having some space, but McNamara is just locking him off.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be frustrated with himself in this first half he's played. He's a very high-quality player, and McNamara has done a really good job against him. As we see him watching him like a hawk there, just he's acting like a shadow, wearing all the black, and he's really locked up Shanahan. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Shanahan finds some space later in this game and they work to get him open, but I'm really impressed by the job that McNamara has done on him and kind of Malloy. He's kind of locked down the whole side of the field that they're on. Let's see, Estrella drops it. He'll get up to Malloy.
Yeah, just resetting this offense once again. Trying to get the short sticks on the same side.
Yeah, Prep slowing it down here. Here's Mulligan.
Yeah, there it is, Malahi doing a really good job at bringing him over. And his helmet comes off once again.
It's going to be a flag there. That's the second time that Mulligan's lost his helmet, and he's obviously visibly frustrated, screaming after his helmet comes off because he's just being harassed down there. I mean, the defense is really tight. I don't think it's
might be another double penalty, I think, for his helmet not being fully strapped. I believe that is a penalty in lacrosse.
I mean, he's being just bombarded there by the Darien defenders. They've done a really good job in front of the net this game. I think a lot of Prep's goals have come from that position behind the net and wrapping around. So they've locked that up, and I mean, they're throwing helmets off and they're getting gritty. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, every now and then, you know, a check, whenever you're bringing your stick back up, will hit the person's helmet a little. And, I mean, I think he just has an extremely loose helmet, or like you said, it is not strapped, which I do believe is a penalty. I completely concur with you. So, I mean, it's going to be a shaky one here. It might be a double, as you guys said.
Yeah, and he was really upset after his helmet came off again, ran immediately to the sideline, but seeing on the scoreboard, only see a penalty for Darien right now, and then as now it's even.
Terrible
So my mistake.
I think Mulligan's going to be leading the team in penalty minutes
Yeah,
this
he might
season.
be.
He's and I don't even think he's playing dirty. He's just screaming at the refs every time he gets fouled, and they're just throwing him out of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, number 2, Rowan Levine not being in this game, that's something extremely big. I mean, he's that core LSM guarding those, those Luke Shanahans, those insane players on each team. And I mean, he's trained for it. He's used to it. So not having him on the field currently is a huge loss for Darien.
Yeah, here's Malloy trying to find some space. He'll cut in, looking towards goal. I think he's going to have a rip. I hope he does. And he's just kidding. There's zero space in front of that net.
Oh, yard sale!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
my
wow, Mariska.
Mariska! Oh, my gosh.
And the spin move. Darien's really showing some skill out there.
Oh, he's still going.
He's still up.
And he's
They're going to
right.
call a foul.
And
And he
double.
gets dumped. Malloy dumps him.
Oh, my gosh. And coming back on transition, I think they're going to slow it down there. Huge double penalty. It's going to be, I believe, 3 penalties on the Jesuits in total. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, some frustration showing there. I think Malloy, after he lost his stick, was just filled with vengeance. He absolutely obliterated that player.
I mean, that was just a yard sale from.
Yeah, that was a great check.
Mariska.
Yeah.
Here's Thurlow.
Helicopter.
Bardownski. They call him Bardownski. That one not a Bardown, but Thurlow doing what he does.
Yeah, there, I mean, it looked like a miscommunication there for the Jesuits. Connor Driscoll seemed to be the one on that slide after that big switch. And, I mean, he had his back turned to the defender, and he was able to get in, beat his man, and get one in on Barry.
Yeah, so Darien, there's a lot of flags on the field right now. I think they're going to assess those penalties. Darien responding with after some of those penalties, ripping the helmets off with that goal. I mean, we saw a lot of physicality there. It was great to watch. We get a replay here of some grass. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, seems like it's just on number 34, Colin Delaney. I believe it was for that initial trip on Mariska. So Jesuits again, man down 6-5 to the Blue Wave. This is going to be a very interesting development, especially if Cole Garrett is able to win this faceoff.
Yeah, huge face-off for Prep. And Chernick doing a great job winning that. Senior captain Bremer can't get the ground ball. Now it's just a dogfight on the ground. Here's Persinger coming out.
I mean, they have the man advantage here. They have the numbers. Amazing to get this ride down. Jesuits definitely just need to get in near the crease.
Here's some subs from Darien. No one's on that side of the field. So here comes Wildow.
Here's McNamara coming on. Thought he was going to take that ball, but he is not.
I actually have no clue who has the ball. That's number 6.
Good ball movement here from Darien.
Bouncer there from Scown, really good at the bounce shots. And so what I'm seeing in the crowd, as you guys mentioned earlier, Brendan Leahy is back at Rafferty Stadium watching his brother play.
Yeah, Malahi loves to pop out to these games. I mean, all of his boys are on this team.
Thurlow, there's a second one from Ryan Thurlow.
What a pass there from McNamara. Just, he's got so much height, he could get it right over the Prep defender. Wasn't expecting to see him show some stick skills. You know, the bigger guys just usually are just bodies in front of the net, but that was a great feed there over the Prep defender, and it's impossible to miss those.
Yeah, that was a great pass and go. Here we see a replay. Passes it right off. He waits a second, gives it right back, and that's an easy goal there for the junior, Ryan Thurlow.
And something I noticed after that play is Luke Shanahan, who wants the ball, was really frustrated with himself. Seemed like, you know, he thinks he could be doing more, which he could be, but just a good job by McNamara, playing good defense on him.
Yeah, the Jesuits just trying to get in their spot. I mean, here we see that same exact play. Barrett and Malloy on that left side. There it is, Barrett dodging down the alley, getting to his spot, and next he's a sneaky, great X player. Very, very shifty. Gets that slide, though. Most likely going to have to dump it off. And here's Shanahan finally beats McNamara, has some space.
Shot. Oh, we don't see a shot. Oh, wow.
What feed there from Shanahan. Gets it to Estrella. I think Estrella's got around 4 or 5 now. And, yeah, Shanahan finally finding some space, getting an assist there. We're going to see a lot more of that. That's the player he is. And great fight there from Prep. They were down 2. Now it's 6-7. And here's Estrella.
With that goal, yeah, I mean, Shanahan, he has a very commanding presence on this field, and he was just able to draw that slide immediately. I mean, why would you not? Luke Shanahan has the ball, and he has nobody on him. Draws that slide. Estrella is able to pick that up and get that goal.
Ooh. No call there. Looked like Garrett tripped him, and they're going to stop play, I think.
It's going to be a timeout from Prep.
Yeah, 132 winding down. Darien up 7-6. How are you guys feeling about this?
Yeah, it's been a great game to watch so far. Very physical, very chippy, but a lot of talent being shown out on the field. Player to highlight here from the Jesuits, yet again, Nate Estrella. But I think I've been even more impressed by Bildo. He's just been dicing up the Jesuits. I think they've shut him down the past couple of minutes. You know, they've really tried, but he's been everywhere. And I think he's a player to watch in Connecticut lacrosse.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a game where you can't say it's over until the whistle fully blows. I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
Both teams just back and forth, trading blows with one another, and I think this is literally going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, our past 2 games, the first one that started the season off, it was an OT win, 8-7. As you said, you have to wait for the whistle, and then the state championship game also extremely close. And I mean, those concerns coming into this game, or excuse me, let me say this first. If Prep beats Darien, it will be the first time that they have gone 3-0 against Darien in 10 years. So that is going to be a huge implication for this game. And if the Jesuits want to seal that little record off, I mean, they're going to have to really turn it up here.
Yeah, I mean, they fought so hard, and they still find themselves down here. Darien's just done such a great job. So it is really shaping up to be a really good second half here. I mean, this first one's not over, and
yeah, I think we just got a taste of what might be in store for Shanahan after that nice move on McNamara and dishing it to Estrella. Just Shanahan's such an elusive player. He's always looking to pass too. It's not like he's always trying to shoot it. He's always looking for the guy open.
Yeah, and I mean, he's very similar to his brother in that aspect. I mean, last year he really took the role of that goal scorer. But, I mean, as you said, he's sort of getting more into that role of what T was doing for this team last year.
Here's Shanahan. Good move there. He'll cut in.
Has some space. And I mean, here we have Estrella again at X. Him and Mulligan like to trade off every then and now, excuse me.
Here's Malloy, guarded closely. He's going to try to get to the goal here. We'll see him fight, spin, and give it off. Prep will cycle it.
Yeah, Shanahan able to dodge here. Stays on his left. McNamara, amazing defense. Gets slid on. And that's some great defense there from the Blue Wave.
Oh,
that one's in, ties it.
What a shot from Rudolph. Drives in, has a rip, ties the game. And those 2 goals from Prep separated by a minute as Rudolph gets on the score sheet for the first time this season. I think that was his first goal.
Yeah, I mean, sort of tying into that, we haven't really heard a whole lot of Theo this game so far, but here we see he's just able to cut in and sort of similar to Bilodeau and Shanahan, just be able to slice through a defense and just get through to their spot and take the shot that they want. Really like that out of the junior.
And I'm shocked that a high-caliber player like Rudolph is not committed yet. He's just such a good player. Has always been good. And there's a face-off win by the freshman Gus Chernick, who's doing great for his first time playing varsity.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a timeout here from Darien. So they're using up these timeouts at the end of this second period, really looking to go into halftime in the lead. So, yeah, I mean, the rain stopped here. Looking for a nice warm night. It's pretty cold up here in the booth. I think our stuff's been blown off this table like 8 times. So
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it warms up. But I think the warmest people in this building are the bomb squad. They're getting rowdy over there. It's good to see in the all-white. And a lot of people have shown up for Darien as we see them on that left side of your screen. It's a pretty good show out for an away game.
Yeah, very good. But yeah, another huge part of this game is how whoever is the winner of this is most likely going to be the top seed in Connecticut. I mean, they were ranked preseason 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 and 2 respectively. So, I mean, there's a lot of talent here, and it's really going to dictate the rest of season rankings. And if they do beat Prep, perhaps get into that top 25 for USA Lacrosse Magazine, who knows?
Darien does have a tough schedule with Brunswick, St. Anthony, Chaminade. They might have one of the toughest schedules in the country, so could see some going to be great games against those teams, but could see a couple of losses later on in the season.
Yeah, most definitely. And I mean, Prep also has Brunswick and Chaminade.
Yeah.
But Darien, did you mention New Canaan?
We play New Canaan this year.
Yeah. Did you? Yeah, I didn't know if you mentioned them or not. But yeah, also a huge one there. And that shot just wide. But yeah, as you said, Darien, one of the most difficult schedules in the entire country. This pass is up top, slips, a little bit slippery.
Bilodeau's got to take it. I mean, you got to feed the beast. Oh my goodness! Woo! Wow!
At the buzzer there from Bill
That
Doe.
was a snipe.
Oh my gosh, the beast was fed.
Yeah, he's absolutely dicing him up. It's actually crazy. He is.
It's like some vintage Picorni, the lefty.
Yeah,
both lefties.
He's cooking up a full 4-course meal out there. That was an unbelievable shot. Unbelievable shot.
Oh my! Shot on the run, top right.
Yeah, this has been an
That's
extremely high-scoring game, 8-7 here.
8-7.
As we see Garrett, we'll just finish this first half off, and he'll have a rip. Had a chance.
Just off.
So we're here at the end of this first half. It's Darien 8, Prep 7. It's been a great game so far as we see a lot of people here at Rafferty Stadium. It's been a huge game, a lot of build-up, and what are your guys' thoughts so far?
I think both teams are playing fairly well. The score is so neck and neck, such a neck and neck battle. Still saying that, I mean, Darien up by 1, that lead could change in a minute, like Prep scoring the first minute of the game. So just really, if some teams riding the momentum, that could be the factor.
When I first joined the ASU program, one of the first things that I was thinking about was teaching and coaching. I had seen greats like Rudy Moritz and Matt Sather have graduated college, joined Prep as a faculty member and as a coach. As a history major in college, that's sort of something that I was thinking about and wanting to explore. When I started in fall of 22, it was coaching and teaching and so much more. Really the two areas that I found myself working in the most were admissions and advancement work. On the admission side, engaging with parents, prospective students, and you were going to schools, you were making phone calls, it was very engaging. And then on the advancement side, That was mostly talking to alums, soliciting for gifts, in addition to the events that you do for reunion and for Jesuits on Taps and all those things. I found myself really enjoying. Even if you're unsure if education is what you want, there's probably an avenue within either accounting or admissions, guidance, campus ministry, coaching. There's probably something there for you that will excite you, that will make you want to get up in the morning to go to work and enjoy your time for those 10 months in the ASC program.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to maintain our tradition of excellence, we must evolve and grow.
In the Ignatian tradition, I begin my day with gratitude. Gratitude for you, our generous supporters and benefactors who have been critical to our success. Now, we invite you to build an even brighter future.
Our campaign focuses on 3 essential pillars that will propel Fairfield Prep into the future.
By expanding our financial aid program, we'll ensure that a Fairfield Prep education is accessible to deserving students from all backgrounds.
It's critical that we continue to expand scholarship opportunities for students whose families can't afford full tuition and allow them to be part of the prep experience, because in fact, they make the prep experience.
Fairfield Prep is a very special place, but what makes it special is the people here.
I know so many people here who are great athletes and then they turn around and go play with the band or write a short story for a creative writing contest.
Whether you like athletics or engineering or art, there's so much to do after school.
Our commitment to excellence means providing our faculty with cutting-edge professional development opportunities, empowering them to inspire and challenge our students.
By supporting our educators to always pursue learning, we're producing great teachers in the classroom, but also great role models for our students.
The faculty here at Fairfield Prep are invited to learn more about the traditions that we are upholding in the classroom, and one of the ways that we do that is through the Jesuit Educators Academy.
The Jesuit Educators Academy is a 5-year program in which teachers who are new to prep learn about the mission and core values of Ignatian spirituality.
If we do not train faculty, we don't produce the type of students who can go out and set the world afire.
We're enhancing our campus with state-of-the-art facilities, with a center for arts and recreation, and expanding our academic support services to nurture every student's potential.
We use a scaffolding approach to provide resources to ensure academic success for our students.
As an athlete and a musician, it's great to have new facilities that really enhance what prep is all about.
I've had to learn and grow into being a well-rounded person. Here at Prep, we call it cura personalis, or care of the whole person.
Our world needs leaders of conscience, compassion,
competence, and commitment.
Shaped by a Jesuit Catholic education.
All of this is a fabric woven together that becomes the graduate at graduation.
What is a grad at grad?
Open to growth.
Intellectually competent.
Religious.
Loving. Committed to doing justice.
These are the hallmarks of a Fairfield Prep graduate.
Ignatius said he could find God in all things. Our education is about finding God in each other and in the world around us.
We need your help to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world.
Together, let's shape the future of our school, forming leaders who support the values of Fairfield Prep. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Go forth.
Before I come to officiate your game, I'm busy at work.
Before I was a high school official, I was a young athlete myself.
Before I heard you yelling at me from the stands, I was a parent on the sideline cheering for my own kids.
And before each season and before each game, like you, I'm prepared and I'm excited.
Remember,
We're a lot
like you.
For generations, the men of Prep and their families have gone forth from Fairfield to transform the world through lives of excellence, faith, and service, and never for ourselves, but for others.
Today, we gather not merely as individuals, but as a community.
And we are back after a short halftime here at Rafferty Stadium and Conway Field. We're going to show you some replays, but it's a really good, close game here between the Darien Blue Wave and the Fairfield Jesuits. Darien leads 8-7. What are your thoughts so far, Charlie? I think it's been an unbelievable game.
Yeah, really high scoring, a ton of intensity between the two teams. Bilodeau getting his way, Estrella for Prep being an absolute problem for Darien. And I mean, besides those two key players, everyone's just doing their jobs and getting the job done. And Darien only up by 1, and that lead, like I said before, half ended could change in an instant. And Prep has been doing a great job with the face-offs and maintaining possession.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of face-offs and that defense, I'm really liking the play out here from Mariska. He's been doing a really good job at shutting down Phil Malloy on those on that short stick dodge. I mean, he's basically like another pull out there, the way he plays such great enclosed defense. I mean, he had that absolutely crazy yard sale where where Malloy's stick flung around like a helicopter blade. And I mean, he's done such a great job for this Darien defense, and been really good so far.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Prep has a lot of players that we really expected to dominate this game. I was really looking forward to see Rudolph and Shanahan dominate, but it's been a lot of Estrella and a lot of Mulligan just under the crease there, controlling the game for them. So I think Prep can really get out to a hot start here if they can get the ball more to Shanahan, to Rudolph, and Malloy. So yeah, I mean, Darien's done a really good job at shutting them down.
And before the second half starts, I'd just like to say a quick message in that DAF Media is a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. And this production is brought to you with support from Terry and Nancy McGraw.
So far, Prep, here are their keys to win, brought to you by yours truly. I think that Luke Shanahan really needs to step up in this game. He's an unbelievable player, and he's only got an assist on the board here, so he really needs to get hot. I also think that Fairfield Prep just needs to lock down that midfield. When they're physical and prevent Darien from getting into the offensive zone, we see them on the odd man rush getting some goals. And also, Bill Doe, he needs to stop.
Yeah,
he needs to stop. He needs to be shut down. Garrett with the draw win here. Great feed, and it's dropped.
Passes that off to Simons. He's unable to get that. Looking for that trail check. Reminiscent of Gavin McCarthy.
Eating some checks, Mariska.
That definitely hurt.
Right in the head.
Oh, Bilodeau. Oh, Bilodeau gets pushed over. This game is getting physical.
Yeah, he got dumped there by Brooks Reynolds. Big body there, plays hockey, just finished up his season. I just remember thinking, wow, that guy.
And this game is sloppy to start the second half. Wow.
Wow.
Ball's bouncing around a lot. We got some wet turf here. And here's Shanahan.
Huge body.
Headbutting.
Getting through every
And now he
single-
loses it. Whoa.
Oh, my God. And he's down.
He's down. Oh, no.
Stop it. Oh,
Oh, no.
He's up. Darien getting this into the box. Shanahan getting back up.
Yeah, I
that
think-
looked really bad for a second.
I think he'll be all right. Gina will get him some mini shield, and he'll be good.
I mean, he ate a hit from, I think it was McNamara and Benedict.
He's been unbelievable on defense for Darien McNamara. Extremely impressive. Here's Meyer here, guarding closely. It's a rip and wide.
And that was a missile from McGarren.
Yeah, McGarren, I mean, he really likes that shot. I mean, he's been getting open for it. The Jesuits have just been really letting him open there.
Just Bilodeau. Oh, stop.
Bilodeau.
No, stop.
There's no way.
Oh,
what
a
a
save.
save. What a save by Barry, but Bill Doe. I don't think Prep heard my keys to victory. They're just letting him walk all over them.
He's riding too.
Bilodeau
just
almost
doing everything. There's a hit. Staying in bounds somehow.
Yeah, Gavin Burke there, staying in bounds, as you said. Rhodey needs to get inside here.
Ate some hits there.
And this defense from Darien is astounding to start the second half.
And Rhodey gets it out from the outside.
Oh, and here's McNamara. Penn State come in.
There he goes.
And he still has it. I'm sure him and Shanahan will see each other a ton in the Big Ten with Michigan and Penn State.
Oh, my gosh, he still got it.
McNamara, I mean, just eating every single check, not even phased going through that.
I really don't know how he holds on to the ball. So Darien going back to the slow style of play after some chaos to start it off there. As we see McNamara with it, gives it off to Salen.
I mean, McNamara just looks like the way he dominates looks like. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. Abdu Torre for Andy West, just a force for basketball. It's kind of like McNamara for lacrosse.
I mean, they're very, very similar in height as well.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine Torre coming at you and just dunking it on you.
Literally nothing you can do.
He's going to have a look.
No, there's a great save.
Barry. So Barry with 2 saves here to start off this second half. They're going to need him to step up. I'm not saying he's got shelled in that first half, but there wasn't really much he could do. As we see a great move there.
Yeah, Barrett really manning that off-box clear. The Jesuits, that's sort of their staple. Going off box, not allowing Darien or just any opponent be able to get that trail check there off that clear.
Malloy with the hezzy. He'll drive in. Give it off to Estrella. Estrella in the middle.
Oh, just over.
So close there from Mulligan. That was a sure goal as Prep keeps it in. Good heads up there from Meyer. Shanahan got it.
Oh, and he's got some space. Seems a little slow. Looks like he might be limping a little bit.
Yeah, I'd love to see him just have a rip from there. He's got some space there. I think that's where Prep's gonna cause some cast as we shot here, and it's in.
Shot.
And it's in and one. His second one of the game.
Draws the flag as well. Mulligan. I mean, the second he got that ball, he just knew exactly what to do with it. He's been going inside there the entire game. He fakes inside, goes outside, and is just able to get that extremely difficult running crossbody goal there on Persinger.
Yeah, that was just an absolute ripper there. Him and Estrella have been extremely impressive. Some smaller guys out there. As we get a replay here, he'll just cut in, drive in, have a rip. He gets dumped, doesn't care. Shows up for the bomb squad. And we got a tie game here.
I mean, judging by this game, it looks like we could be seeing these two teams in the Double L championship again.
Here's Garrett fighting.
Mariska just so physical. We'll lose it. Here's Rudolph.
Yeah, love the battle we've gotten from those.
Oh, Mariska, what a shot.
Wow. That's why he's committed.
2 caused turnovers on the game. Great defense there from Brady Simons.
Meyer dumps him. I think they're going to call a foul on him.
That's going to be a push on Prep.
Meyer just had a huge check there and then dumped Darien player, but they're going to call a misconduct on him. No penalty. Darien will get possession.
And I mean, Brooks Reynolds really needs to lock in here. I mean, Meyer, or that is not Alex Meyer, that is Colin Delaney showing there on the crease, being ready to slide here on Bildo. Really just going to get all this time off this penalty, hold it at X.
Bildo's just farming aura over there. I don't really know what he's doing. Just really
I think he
slowing it
wants
down
to get
for
a
him.
running start. You see everyone's cleared out for his left side, so it looks like he's going to take this one.
Yeah, I mean, you said it earlier, extremely similar to how Corny handled this Darien offense last year.
And there's another one from Bilodeau. I believe that one's the hat trick.
Oh, I think it's more than that. I think it's more than that. He's got like 4 or 5. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, Bilodeau, I mean, he's just been absolutely dominating this Prep defense. No one slid on him there. And I mean, as you said, clearing off of that right side for his lefty. I mean, you can see there's literally nobody near. Meyer showed, but did not slide.
Yeah, those of you who have your priorities straight and are watching this over the huge March Madness game right now, Florida's up 1. Glad for you guys tuning in to the better sports program, just in my opinion, I think. I think we mock March Madness. That's Prep. Wins that one. Oh, my gosh!
McNamara!
Whoa!
That is not that's
Bilodeau.
Bilodeau. That's
Oh,
Bilodeau. Stop.
Oh, my gosh.
That was biggest hit. Wow.
Yeah, completely illegal, but that was absolutely deadly.
Yeah, Bilodeau's going to be coming off. Lost my voice a little bit on that one.
Oh, my goodness. I think we all just screamed in unison. I was kind of in awe of that hit. So I think Prep will have a man advantage here. I think if they don't, then someone needs to talk to the refs. So you get a replay here of that hit.
Just
oh, my gosh. For big AJ. Unbelievable.
But yeah, Mariska just doing a really good job at containing Finn Malloy here. He's going to be manning this man down.
So here's Malloy.
Estrella getting it up top to Shanahan. Some good ball movement here. I've said that every single time.
Yeah, Prep really takes care of it.
I think we need to see Shanahan get a touch here.
Oh, in front of the net. Oh!
And that's McCarthy just unable to get that off.
The one-man clear, Mariska. So speedy.
Oh, there he goes.
Oof. Oh, and he stays in.
Eats that hit.
And that's the second huge hit there from Mulligan. Bilodeau back on.
I mean, if he scores man down, what else can Prep do?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calling point here.
Getting in a spot.
McBride so fast. Oh, just left.
I think Barry got a touch there. That was a great shot there. Showing off the speed there, McBride. So it'll be Darien ball. They want it.
Good look from Thurlow. Oh, what a save.
Good save there from Barry.
He showed up this second
yeah,
half.
he's done really well this second half for the Jesuits. I mean, I think the defense has been better. They haven't allowed those looks in front of the net. I think it's going to be
Darien ball?
Oh, I have no clue. I think it was a legal.
Did it go out of bounds?
Legal sub.
Yeah,
I'm
way
not
he
sure.
said it. Yeah.
Legal sub.
So Prep really on the back foot here. They've just been on defense for a while now.
Yeah, and I mean, they've been doing a very good job defensively containing these other Darien players other than Bilodeau. But Darien just been getting really good looks off really good ball movement.
And this Darien offense is going to be
just off
save
post.
there from Barry.
This Darien offense is going to be a problem next year. All juniors, all seniors next year. And here's Man, the tank, Connor McNamara.
Yeah, he absolutely dwarfs McBride. Watch them stand next to each other. I think it's going to be I have no clue. I think they stopped play. He's talking to McBride. It's going to be prep ball. I'm not sure what he did.
There's an out prep ball?
No, so.
No mouth guard, maybe? Bleeding.
I think the ref just was
he might be bleeding, I think. Trainer's talking to him.
Yeah. I think the ref just, like, saw him and was just like, you have no aura. Get off the field. So. But I think he was bleeding, yeah, probably. That's the more logical solution. So here comes his sub. Good move there.
Henry Jeffers come Fenrir. I'm not sure the origin behind that nickname. Ton of nicknames for this Darien team. Bill it out. Stop. No.
Absolute laser just over the net.
My
Oh my
heart just
gosh.
stopped. That was an absolute ripper. As the rain just started back up again, I can feel it. It's really annoying. Here's Darien with the ball. I don't think Prep's touched it for like 3 or 4 minutes here.
I think McNamara should just take it here.
Yeah, I mean, he has Bear Malay. He has a short stick.
Look at him putting on the shoulder.
Oh, good save!
Barry.
What a save.
Oh, my gosh.
I think if they gave that guy a bigger stick, it wouldn't be fair. I'm honestly glad.
Yeah.
That was a great save, though. I think it was off the dome of Barry.
Yeah, Darien just consistently managing this ball very well, taking good shots. I mean, off the shot, everyone at X is just rushing to get that ball for the next possession. Darien's currently doing everything right.
Fenrir.
I'm surprised he just doesn't box him out like basketball and just chucks it over his head. I feel like it would work. Good move there. He'll cut in. Give it to the Giant.
Oh.
He loses it.
Great defense there from Alex Meyer.
Yeah, Prep's really digging deep here on defense. As Meyer trails him. He's going to do what he can. Meyer sticking with McNamara.
This Prep defense is really good right now. Nothing there, and they take it.
Fight on the ground there. Prep
We're gonna
really
see
needs
another.
to win this. And he dives on the ball. I'm going to say it was out of bounds, so stop is there. Prep can gather themselves. Just an absolute fighting here on defense from the Jesuits. I think it's been around 4 minutes. It's almost like Darien's got a power play out here. They're just absolutely dominating on offense in this third period. And I think if Prep can get away from this without a goal, as we see Bill Doe drive in, I'm not sure. Oh, what a
good defense.
What a check there. I was almost sure that was going to be in.
Yeah, that's Andrew Steele, number 25. Another,
Yeah, love to see that.
Another one from Calvary Lacrosse Club. That's Coach Nemi's club. A ton of these players play for it.
Yeah, that was a good steal from Steele.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Of course it.
Appreciate it.
There we see Theo. Haven't said his name too many times during this game, but he definitely has had his impact. Gives it off to Malloy.
Mariska on him again. See if he can have another insane check like before.
Yeah, Mariska's a dog. There's no other way to describe this kid. I mean, he just does such a great job. Malahi on the short stick.
Such a big advantage for Darien. Their D midi short stick are really, really good.
Here's Estrella. He hasn't touched the ball in a while. I saw Darien's goalie come out just to like guard the back post there, trying to cut off the angle. They know he's a threat behind that net. He's got around 4 or 5 goals. Here's Rudolph.
Doing a really good job.
Give
at
it to
protecting
Estrella.
his
Bang.
stick.
Oh, he missed!
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's one he'll want back.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Theo did a really beautiful job there at protecting his stick, gets it inside. I mean, that was a great cut there from Estrella. Left his defender hanging, was able to get it right in front, but as you guys said, just could not finish it.
Here's Malahi. He'll cut in. Has a look. Gives it off to Rudolph. To Shanahan. Cycles it around. Here's Mulligan.
Mulligan looking for that same dodge. They play it correctly this time. Gives it off to Estrella at X.
He's being pressured now when he's back there.
Yeah, they definitely learned their lesson here. Finn.
Rutgers commit so big.
Prep really trying to gain some momentum here. Shot clock not shot clock, game clock's coming down here. They only got around 20 seconds. And I don't think they've had a shot in a very long time. It might even be the entire period.
Oh,
so Shanahan,
wow, Shanahan.
He's going to look to find something here. He'll drive in.
Gives it off to Rudolph. Rudolph.
I don't think they know.
Here's
Oh,
Malloy, has a rip.
Persinger!
What a save.
What a save.
Oh my gosh, Persinger laying himself out there for that save against Finn Malloy.
Yeah, that beauty will take us to the fourth quarter. Unbelievable play so far. They've really slowed the game down. I know we were going back and forth at the beginning of the period, back and forth at the end of the half, but now the teams have gathered themselves. They've found some composure, and we just saw two huge defensive stands from both sides. So, Charlie, Tom, what do you guys think so far as we get a replay here of the save of the defense from both teams?
Well, this was more of a defensive quarter. Both teams not scoring at the usual rate that they do. But both defenses, Prep had an insane defensive stand when McNamara had the ball, just cut off everybody. I think that might be their game plan if he touched it, cut off everybody, make him dodge one-on-one with the pole. And as you saw, he had some issues with it.
Yeah, most definitely. I was going to say something extremely similar. During those locker rooms, during that locker room speech, during halftime, I know for a fact both teams were heavily reliant on that defense. I mean, the goalies have the ability to pick up the load from the mistakes of each defense, but I mean, they just really needed to keep it up, and that's what they did in this third quarter. Did a great job.
Yeah, both goalies have really stepped up that period. It's good to see the Tendies performing.
Yeah, and we take a look onto our donor wall with, you know, a ton of families that have donated, of course, over $1,000. You get your name on the donor wall. So shout out to them for supporting this DAF media production.
So we will start off this this fourth quarter of this beautiful game we've had so far. Honestly, it's been a pleasure to watch. Darien's up a goal to Prep's 8, and we're looking forward to an extremely entertaining end to this one. And like you said, Charlie, I think this one's going to come down to the wire.
I do, yeah. Still agree with that. There's Chernick with the win. To Levine. To McBride. To Bilodeau. Can't get it.
Just off. That
Wow.
definitely would have been another free goal there for the Blue Wave.
Yeah, they're coming out hot so far with that ball movement. As we see a heave
This
there.
one's bouncing.
Yeah, Rody's able to just trot his way in right to the box. Get this clear here for the Jesuits.
Here's Estrella.
And I mean, McNamara just playing great close-off defense, not allowing any pass to get to Shanahan. I mean, it's textbook defense against Shanahan.
Looks frustrated. Really does. I mean,
And he'll say some extracurriculars, too, to get into your head a little bit and make you even more frustrated.
So here's Rudolph bringing it into the offensive zone. He'll give it off.
Shanahan finally gets his look. Gets that spin move, rips it.
Oh, what a save from Purse. George. Oh, not the throw, though.
Great defense there from Brooks. Reynolds gets that ball out.
Build up behind his back.
And they're going to say, I think it was out of bounds there. What a
They call a
save.
timeout. They did call a
Oh,
timeout in
sorry.
time.
Wow.
Didn't need to, though. Bilodeau saved it regardless.
That was a unbelievable save on Shanahan. He got dumped after that shot, too. I mean, he's just had a really tough time. I don't think it's been him playing bad. I think Darien's really planned.
Yeah, I think they game plan for him.
Their game plan around him. As we see the shot there, it's an unbelievable save.
Yeah, I mean, he was the second leading scorer last year, next to only his brother. And I mean, you have to plan your entire game around those types of players, those Tim Shanahans, those Matt Jeffries, those Picornis. And I mean, they've been doing an absolutely amazing job. As I said, textbook defense. And I mean, Darien has really, really heated up during the second half.
Well, something I've noticed, though, is every time Luke does those spin moves, catches McNamara off guard, makes his feet a little slow, and we saw there he had the open shot. So I'm curious if he'll keep going into that and notice that McNamara fell for it.
Yeah, so timeout there from Darien. I'm not sure how much more they have left. I don't know if it's 2 because they've called a lot more than that. The timeouts in high school lacrosse are a little confusing. But I'd assume they're running out. They've really used their timeouts well. The coaches have been done a good job reading the momentum and giving their players a breather when needed.
Darien just needs to get it into this box. Has a ton of space, but great defense there from Colin Delaney, the sophomore.
Yeah, they're going to let the kids play there. No tripping.
Yeah, and Barrett Malahy, I mean, once again, just manning this clear. Gets it down. Has some space, a lot of it at that, and is just going to set this offense up.
So here's Malloy. We'll watch him cook.
Yeah, he loves that spot. That far side advantage to his right. He gets him a good angle. Usually just bodies his way in, but I mean, as you said earlier, Charlie, I mean, these short stick defenders are just gross. I mean, they're like, there you see Mariska. He's getting ready to wind up another yard zone.
Yeah, just nothing in front of the net there.
Oh, here's Shanahan.
Drop by McCarthy. He'll recover it.
I thought there was a shot clock, and no shot clock for high school.
I don't think so.
Why.
I mean, they would definitely be over it so far. As here's Malloy, he'll drive in. He just got nothing.
Gets like 4 people on him.
Yeah.
Great outlet pass though, going right back. And I mean, they're just gonna let these two cook at X.
Take a look at Shanahan's matchup. Not McNamara, it's Ely. They're not even giving it to him. Open shot.
Blocked. Blocked. Rebound. Spin move. And it's in!
Oh! Estrella.
Oh, my gosh.
That might be his 4th or 5th there. Wow. Love the play here from Nate Estrella. A lot of off-ball movement. Able to get that one in.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I've been struck with some sickness. That was absolutely disgusting. That was absolutely disgusting. Just the smell, the stench. I feel like I'm going to throw up. That was beautiful. Prep really responding there, tying the game. We got 9s on the board.
Yeah, but I mean, that was great defense there from McNamara. He just put his body on the line, that huge frame, and ate that first initial shot there from Barrett Malahy. But I mean, there you see it. Just perfectly goes right to Estrella. It looks like a magnet.
Jeranek with another win. Yeah, 9s on the board. Shout out Ovio Drake. I don't know if you guys know that song 9.
We'll get a replay of that. Sorry, no replay.
Here's McBride. As you said, no aura, McBride.
He's going to prove me wrong. He'll probably score. I don't look like an idiot. So Darien really taking their time here, getting the offensive zone. Oh, here comes Baldo. Mobbed.
Oh, my gosh.
My gosh. That might be a double hat trick.
Oh, my gosh.
Barry speaking to the
he's
defense.
shooken up after that one. Oh, no.
Wow. That was an unbelievable. I honestly thought he was about to get absolutely obliterated in front of the net. Every single player came around him, and he just firmed it out and got the goal. That was extremely impressive. Darien takes the lead here. And Bill Doe, honestly, I think if I was a lacrosse scout, I would send him a letter after this game. I don't see any college not wanting him.
He's already committed to Georgetown, but
that's a shame for everyone.
I think he could really go
yeah,
to any
anywhere
school he wants to.
Academic weapon, it seems. We'll get the draw here. Garrett wins it.
Great face-off win there from the Jesuits. That was Brady Simons picking up that big GB. Shanahan finally getting a little bit of space, but just opts to give it off to Rudolph. And I mean, honestly, not having Shanahan and just blocking off McNamara is not a huge loss for the Jesuits. They have a lot of other weapons.
Yeah, Malahy had a look there, but he just shoved away from the crease.
Yeah, Shanahan's such a selfless player, willing to do anything it takes to help his team win.
Here's Malloy.
And Mariska staying with it.
Oof. just nothing. Great defense there from Darien.
Mulligan loves that spin move, gets some space, goes around.
Oh, that one's it. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how many that is for him, but wow. Number 13, the junior, Finn Mulligan.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable
Utah commit.
Unbelievable shot there, tying the game up, putting the team on his back. And again, a lot of Prep's goals have come from behind the net. Shanahan, Malloy, Rudolph, they've had a really hard time getting in front of the net here and scoring as we get a replay. So I think a lot of pressure has been put on Mulligan and Strella to get behind the net and score, and they've done a good job at it. So yeah, as we get the draw here, and this game is continuing to keep us on our toes. It's 10-10.
Yeah, I mean, that freshman is doing an amazing job against Cole Garrett. Brady Simons taking it himself. I believe they call a timeout there.
Yeah, so Prep really finding some momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest developments here in Prep Lacrosse is, I mean, as it seems so, the coming of Finn Mulligan to Prep from Ward. I mean, he was a complete superstar for Ward from his freshman year. He was sort of the team itself, and I mean, transferring here to Fairfield Prep, I mean, through that connection of his club team, and I mean, he's been showing out. There we see that replay of that goal, and I mean, it's very up for Prep Lacrosse.
Yeah.
Seems like most kids in Fairfield don't really go to Ward or Love. They'll head over to Prep.
Yeah. And I mean, FYL, usually the rivalry between Darien and Prep comes from those middle school leagues at FYL. And I mean, Coach Nemi coaching that team gets a lot of those kids to go to Prep. Well, not gets them, but they're encouraged because he is the coach.
Yeah, very smart from him, starting, almost scouting those good players, telling them, you know, come over to Prep, you know, some perks, you might play some good lacrosse. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but.
Yeah, I like
Looks
that.
like Florida will be heading to the championship.
That's huge for
That's
my bracket.
money in the bank right there. Love that.
Actually need to check mine.
And we got T-minus 20 minutes till the main event. Will be hopping onto the court.
Well, no,
Cooper
no.
Flag.
This is the main event.
No.
But,
this is the main event.
I
Sorry.
heard that Cooper Flag guy's like, all right. But I think if you like sports, you should be watching this.
Yeah, like does Duke have a Shanahan build out?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think
Nope.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, Rudolph taking this himself.
It'd be a shame for this to go into overtime and you guys not watch that game. It'd be such a shame. Oh my gosh.
Mulligan is getting hounded. He has so much space though. Gets tripped up as well.
Prep could take the lead here. Finbar.
Oh, there he goes. What
Oh,
save.
Persinger. And
Oh, he gets it back!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, clip that.
Oh my gosh!
Clip
Gets
that.
the
Gets the
TV,
Cam
gets the Cam
Ward.
Ward.
Oh my gosh.
And they call that a goal. Bum rushes the net. Oh my gosh! Gets it up.
Sheer
Top corner.
determination and grit there. The refs are going to have a conversation. They're
Still talking
congregating
about
around the
it.
goal. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
here we see a replay
we'll
of
see
this.
here. So it's an unbelievable save.
Was he
That's
in?
out of the,
Nah,
yeah,
I
it's
don't
out
know.
of the crease. It's
Yeah.
out of the crease. That was a great heads-up play from Malloy.
And I mean, he finally gets his.
Oof. Took a hit there, but I don't really think he cares. That was a great goal. Great determination. Prep takes the lead, so Darien needs to respond here if they want to stay in this one. I think this period is going to be extremely high scoring towards the end. So
It's a big face-off.
Oh, yeah. Garrett, what a win.
Gets it off Shanahan. Shanahan has some space on McNamara, but he's just going to slow this one down.
Here comes Rudolph. I think they'll give it off to him.
Yeah, you know, just slowing down this offense. They're up one currently. Definitely need to keep that in mind with 6 minutes left. But, I mean, as you said, going to keep on using your same phrase. getting down to the wire. It's going to be down to the wire, down to the last whistle.
Oh, he's got space.
Completely wide.
Oh!
Rhodey!
What
Lippman,
a shot there.
Rhodey. Step down banger on Persinger. That brings the lead up to 2.
And could that be the dagger? Is there too much time left?
Yeah, I mean, Darien, just little defensive lapse there. I think that's what they were really hoping to not have happen, giving space at the top of the crease, because Prep has a bunch of deadly shooters. And finally a goal comes from up in top of the crease, and it comes from Rhodey on an absolute screamer. And I don't think the goalie had a chance. So again, Garrett as well winning the last 2 draws that resulted in goals, as we get a replay here from this absolute banger. And Garrett yet again wins it.
Another win for Oh my gosh! Yard sale!
2 on the day. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's
stop.
They might be cramping.
Cramp. Wow.
I was about to say, if we had a torn ACL, it would have been a damn shame.
I mean, I believe that's 3 caused turnovers, maybe 4 there from Mariska.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
Sheer determination. Was not taking that face-off loss lightly. So if he's injured here, the freshman will come in and take the draws for the rest of the game. So that's an important development. Hopefully he's all right as we get a replay here of that face-off. It's a good win from Garrett, but
there it is.
Oh my gosh. Goodness.
He's nasty. Wow. There's a reason why he's committed for being a short stick D-midi.
And this is a big possession for Darien. Need to score if they get into the offensive
I
zone.
don't think they've had it in that zone this entire period, apart from that first goal they scored. So
need to get this in the box here.
He's got space.
Oh, smart move from McNamara, just slowing it down.
Yeah, I really thought he was going to drive in there. He had a lot of space. Thankfully he didn't, but that would have been something to see the big man rush in there.
Yeah, and I mean, oh my gosh. Yeah, and I mean, I can't believe how these boys are playing in these conditions. I mean, I'm up here in the booth and I am shivering bad.
Yeah.
Great save. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one's Prep ball.
Huge for the Jesuits to see Barry take it.
Barry giving this one off to Theo. Theo extremely fast build though. Looking to get him. But yeah, I mean, these conditions are not the greatest. Wet field, and it is brick out, even though it is spring.
Absolutely.
It's freezing.
I think the groundhog lied to us.
Yeah, that's true.
Feels like winter. So here's Mulligan. Looking to slow the game down as Prep has a lead, but he'll drive in.
And Darren going to start doing some double teams, maybe.
Yeah, 4:30 left. A ton of game left. And here's Estrella getting into a spot with Mulligan.
Has the shorty.
Yeah, this is big.
He's got Shanahan unmarked there. But I think he's just going to take his time here and really work it. Chew some clock.
Yeah, the Jesuits really just taking their time here. They know that they're up. They know they have the advantage. And I mean, they're taking advantage of their advantage to the max.
Still holding. It's been like 40 seconds. It's big.
Yeah, smart play here from the Jesuits.
Finally send that double.
Good move there.
Estrella looking for cutters. Oh. That Shanahan goal's just off.
Just off. He just, wet ball, wet stick, just slipped out. If Darien comes back, I'll definitely be thinking about that one.
Persinger out of the net.
They need to get it.
He's got to get back in the net.
And they're taking their time.
Oh.
Just off. Brooks Reynolds.
Oh, that's Darien ball. They got out of the box.
Wow. Oh, wow.
That's big. Darien can go.
Huge for Darien.
I don't know what they're. That's a huge loss there for Darien. Oh, bringing it back up. Or back. Excuse me.
And that's big. That's such a bad unforced turnover for Prep.
Yeah, here comes Darien. They really need a goal here with 3 minutes left. This Prep is trying to prevent them from getting into the offensive zone.
Here's Bill. I mean, you got to give it to him.
He's been the heart and soul of this Darien.
Everyone's clearing out.
Here comes Wildow. Oh,
good slide.
Skip ball movement.
This is what Darien lives off of.
Good cut up top there.
This Prep defense is amazing.
Ooh. Just loses that ball there. Yeah, Darien knows that they have to get it going. Prep is staying very calm. Not allowing any unforced errors, but this might be one.
Stuffed!
Could have saved the game there. It was Barry. He's had an extremely good second half. Both goalies have. Here comes Shanahan. Or, sorry, Malloy.
They're going to have to send this.
Oh,
Oh,
Levine!
my gosh. Was that,
What a
was that the canoe? Oh, my gosh.
The canoe!
Oh, my gosh. What a check there.
We need a replay of that one. I'm not going to get one.
Damn. So here comes Darien. Really need this.
Mariska, the one-man clear. Just going to do it himself.
Yeah, he's been extremely impressive. Good to see him back out.
Darien's got to go.
Only have 1:20 left. Setting up their offense.
I don't think that's what they need to be doing, though. They got to go. You got to take him, McNamara. Look how much bigger he is. Just take
That's
it.
exactly
Oh,
what
he
he's doing.
passes it.
Gives it off to X. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for cuts here up top.
Minute left.
Goalie's coming out.
Oh, just wide. And they're going to give it
It's
to
going to
Darien.
stay Darien.
It's really coming down to the wire here. Darien needs something, needs a spark.
Yeah, timeout Darien. As you guys said, definitely need that spark. And I mean, this is the best time for this timeout to occur. 55 seconds left, down 2. And I mean, who's going to make the play is the question.
I think it's got to be Bilodeau. Just been putting the Darien offense on his back almost the whole game. And he's got to finish this one out.
Yeah.
After
Great
you.
minds-
No,
great-
after
no,
you.
no, no. Great minds think alike.
Yeah,
Great minds
it's
think
true.
alike.
It's true.
No, I do want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, well,
You're
yeah.
such a smart guy.
Oh, huh, thanks, dude. Really appreciate this high praise. Yeah, I mean, I was going to say the same thing, Bilodeau. I mean, he has been absolutely tearing up Prep's offense, or defense, excuse me. And, I mean, he hasn't been able to cut through the entire defense like he was before. But, I mean, I really feel like if you get somebody like, like McBride or Scallon to get up out at X and just be able to throw it up to Bilodeau and get that step down like what Rhodey had earlier on in this quarter, that would just do wonders for this Darien offense. And it's going to give them momentum, and I mean, it's obviously going to get them an extra point on the board.
If they score, though, they still got the issue of the faceoff. As Cole Garrett's been having his way in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do there. I mean,
put a pole maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's just I don't really know what you tell your players here down 2. I mean, I hope Darien could cook up a good play here and try to get something going, but the way Prep's been playing on defense, I don't know if they are going to be able to find 2 goals in a minute. I might be wrong here.
Doubling Bilodeau. Eating hard checks.
Yeah, Myers harassing him. He'll
But
wrap
Bilodeau's
around.
going through.
Loses it. Darien tries to win it.
Thurlow!
Oh, my goodness.
Wow!
What a fight there from Darien, showing some grit. Bilodeau gets dumped. Doesn't matter. They find the ball.
A
now
lucky break.
We are coming down to the end. Like you said, Charlie, this is really going to be a nail-biter. I think it's going to come down to who wins this draw. It's Garrett versus the freshman for Darien. The game's really riding on this one.
And I mean, this freshman has been doing a phenomenal job. Here we see that replay of Bilodeau losing it and just getting inside and getting that great goal. But yeah, I mean, definitely need to win this face-off.
So no pulls for Darien on the face-off. Chernak, we need it.
He gets
falls
by Garrett. It's a scramble.
I thought Darien had it. Darien does have it.
And
Darien has it.
Oh my goodness.
No way. McBride.
What a save!
Barry. 17 seconds left.
Unbelievable save from Barry. Could be the decider.
Garrett, great pass to Shanahan. He's going to hold it. Gives it off to Mulligan. 4 seconds left. Great. And that's the game.
And that one's it.
That's the game. The Jesuits start the season off 1-0, beating the Darien Blue Wave in a nail-biter, 12-11. Unbelievable finish. And Matthew Barry was the hero there in the fourth quarter with that game-saving save to secure the win for the Jesuits. What do you guys think about that finish?
I mean, just what a finish. Literally came down to the last seconds. McBride thought he would have put it in the back of the net, but Barry says no and saves Prep and starts them off undefeated. Just insane.
Yeah, but I mean, what we said during that pregame was basically how the game went. I mean, the battle of the goalies, the battle. I mean, Bilodeau, we didn't expect him to play as well as he did, and he went completely crazy. But we are going to go to some ads and then an interview and player of the game. So we will see you guys after all that.
When I first joined the ASC program, one of the first things that I was thinking about was teaching and coaching. I had seen greats like Rudy Moritz and Matt Sather have graduated college, joined Prep as a faculty member and as a coach. As a history major in college, that's sort of something that I was thinking about and wanting to explore. When I started in fall of 22, it was coaching and teaching and so much more. Really the two areas that I found myself working in the most were admissions and advancement work. On the admission side, engaging with parents, prospective students, and you were going to schools, you were making phone calls, it was very engaging. And then on the advancement side, that was mostly talking to alums, soliciting them for gifts, in addition to the events that you do for reunion and for Jesuits on Taps and all those things I found myself really enjoying. Even if you're unsure if education is what you want, there's probably an avenue within either accounting or admissions, guidance, campus ministry, coaching. There's probably something there for you that will excite you, that will make you want to get up in the morning to go to work and enjoy your time for those 10 months in the ASC program.
For generations, we've shaped young men into leaders, thinkers, and compassionate individuals. But to
And I mean, that is it currently. The Jesuits just barely getting by Darien. First time that they've been 3-0 against, or won 3 straight against Darien in 10 years. So shattering that record. And it seems like they may be the top seed going into the next upcoming weeks.
Yeah, I just think this one was an absolute battle from the both teams. I really do think they will see each other in the state championship again. These seem like the two top dogs of Connecticut. But what great play from Estrella on prep. Mulligan, just their attack is just really something else.
Yeah, and I mean, this defense, especially McNamara, being able to completely shut off somebody like Luke Shanahan. I mean, I don't even believe he had a goal tonight. So, I mean, just being able to shut off a player of that caliber, and not to mention your short sticks. I mean, Mariska, I don't even have to get started on that kid. He is absolutely disgusting, and there's a reason why he's committed for being a D-Midi.
Yeah, and I'm just shout out Coach Naimi for Fairfield Prep. Coaches this guy's great. I mean, their ride to the midline is just might be the best in the state, might be better than the top schools like Brunswick, Taft. He knows how to get his guys going. He knows how to get them fired up, and like as we saw, they came out towards the end, showed their resilience, and they came away with the win.
Yeah, and I mean, just one last thing before we go down. I mean, really have to shout out Bilodeau. I mean, he played absolutely phenomenal against such a great defense. He was able to cut through, slice through each defense, and he was also a phenomenal playmaker. So really got a shout out to him. But that will be it for us for now. We will be sending you guys down for an interview with Nick and our player of the game, Nate Estrella.
So I'm here on the field with our player of the game, Nate Estrella. Nate, you had a beautiful 4 goals today for the Jesuits, securing that win, 12-11 for the Jesuits. What was your thought process going into this season opener?
Yeah, I mean, I think we came in really well prepared. Credit to our coaches, Coach Epp, Coach Nemi, did a great job drawing up a good game plan for us, and we were able to go out there and execute it. Props to a bunch of the guys on the team as well, just drawing the slides, allowing me to get to certain spaces and either distribute or come around the crease.
Yeah, you did a really good job under that net this game. Did you expect to have the game that you had?
I mean, I kind of just came in with the mentality of trying to win, just do whatever my team needs. Not really coming out here trying to get a certain number of points or goals or assists or anything like that. Just trying to, play as hard as I can and do whatever my team needs.
Yeah, true man for others here. This is our player of the game, Nate Estrella. Extremely proud of him. The Jesuits are looking to go back-to-back this year, and he's a guy you got to look out for. Thank you, guys. We're going to send you back up for some replay.
And yeah, that is it from us here at Fairfield Prep. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, DAF Media, for joining us. I mean, it was a great game. I love the hockey games that we did as well. And I mean, for now, that is it. I'm Tommy Berry, joined with
Charlie Warnock
and Nick Mazzarella down there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Have a great night.